Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi. Almost missed it there.
You're just watching the commercials go.
Yeah, I got a little distracted, but that's bound to happen because it wouldn't be opinionated lushes without some technical difficulties, especially if it's caused by like ADHD or something.
You're just distracted.
Okay, so I just made myself a drink just because I want to get this. We're doing a live rendition of our regular podcast, and we usually have a drink. So I just made a vodka cranberry ale.
I am making 7-Up and watermelon Smirnoff.
Oh, I have lime Smirnoff. So
I'm just having cranberry ale for now. I can't drink. I have my kid, and I'm sick.
Yeah, no, you get excuses. That's fine.
I got it.
You have bronchitis.
Bronchitis
and everything else.
Yeah, inside jokes from our Patreon specials. So if you're interested in that, we have that available at the lowest tier. Yeah. So we are, for the next hour, we are going to record a live podcast episode. So Dawn, do you want to clap?
Because that's how we start.
Hi.
Start
Awkward highs. Oh, hi, Megan. Megan just joined on YouTube. She's gonna be in. We're gonna have her on in a couple hours. So awesome, awesome, possum. So we start every episode by Dawn, or not Dawn. You're not Dawn. You're Sonia.
I'm Sonia.
You guys both have the "on" in your name.
Yeah,
it's a little.
Beginning.
Yeah. So, do you want to just? We've already done most of our shtick that we usually do prior to an episode starts. So you want to just draw our topic and our drink word?
Yeah.
For the next hour.
So I decided that our drink word is anything Christmas related. Like, so throughout the whole day, that's our theme is the drink word is anything.
I just said happy holidays. And
I know. Take a drink. Like that's pretty much how it is. Okay. And then the topic I have is, what is your favorite childhood holiday memory?
Ooh.
Like your favorite out of all of your childhood memories. No, just
all of them.
Just the holiday.
I lost some due to the trauma. It's not all there, but I'm sure. Does anyone have one that pops out right away?
I do. I have one. It'll always be my favorite. So one year, Natty was 8. So my sister Natty was 8 and I was 11. So Natalie still believed in the magic of Santa. So
wait. Santa's not real? No, okay. Go.
Yeah,
fucking Sonia.
I ruined it for everybody. We woke up and Santa brought us like body pillows. And like,
by the way, you're saying Santa a lot, so let's just drink.
Yeah, just keep drinking. And I put a lot in there. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. So shit.
Santa body pillows.
Body pillows. Yes. And Natalie wakes up and like her first response was Santa's a pervert. Cause like, I don't know, Natty, apparently Santa's a pervert. So we laughed. And I just remember that because like we just hysterically laughed for like ever. So it's like 6 a.m. And we're laughing and we're having lots of fun. And then we start singing Christmas carols at the top of our lungs. Aww. Like we live in an apartment building, top of our lungs, singing Christmas carols 6 a.m. My oldest brother, Kenny, is trying to sleep. And he comes in, he's like, shut up. And like, so he's like 17 at the time. No, he's 20. He's 9 years older than I am. And I was 11, so he'd be 20. And like, he's just like, shut up. And then makes us scream louder. And then that was like the best holiday memories I have is like pissing off my brother. Like,
that sounds like a younger sibling mentality.
Yeah. And like we weren't allowed to open presents or anything until they woke up. So my brother slept in the living room. And so they were both sleeping and we weren't allowed to like open presents or anything because they're sleeping. So we we're just annoying. And then
I'm just trying to wake them up so that you can open presents. That's what it sounds like.
And then we did. And that was fun.
You win. You won the holidays.
I did, yeah. The battle of the holidays, I won.
Did you say you had one, Dawn? Like your favorite childhood memory?
Yeah, I do.
Holiday?
So my mom would always like do Christmas shopping and whatever. And so she'd take me, obviously not to get my gift, but like to do everyone else's. And so we go to the mall, and that's when I do my Santa pictures and that. Mm-hmm. And then she would take me out to dinner. And there was this restaurant called The Hearth or
oh yeah, the Hearth at the Center Mall.
Yes. Yes. And like we would order so much food. I mean, like everything off the menu, and like our table was full. And yeah, it was just a really good time. And I got spoiled, obviously.
That sounds awesome.
So my family, I have 2 older brothers that I don't have any, like I don't talk to them. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm the youngest. And they actually didn't talk to my mom either. So I got spoiled because I was practically the only child at that time. So, yeah. And like, I think a couple of times she would take Sonia and Natalie with us, and she'd take us to the Hearth, and like, we just fucking eat everything.
Yeah.
Like, just like everything.
I want to do that now.
Let's do it.
They're not open anymore. They closed.
I know.
And they
have
like,
to pick a new one.
This one waitress was like the shittiest waitress. Okay. Like she, like, I was like, oh, like whenever there was something wrong with the food, she tried to, swearing. She would try to be like, no, there's not. Like, instead of just like taking it back or apologizing or anything, she was like acting like the food came out of her pocket. And then like when the Hearth closed, she went to Bedrock Bistro, and yeah. And like there was a problem with my chicken wings one time. And I'm like, okay, like they're too hairy. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's just too much chicken fluff on these breaded chicken.
They didn't pluck it good. Like, okay, so I've gotten chicken like that too. And where they don't pluck it fully.
I don't think I've ever had a wing with fluff on it.
Right.
You've never had
low quality restaurant
low
wings.
Quality.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, like I can't eat these. Like every single one of them is covered in chicken hair, fluff, wings, whatever. Feathers. And she's like, no, that's just the way they're supposed to come. Like I should have known right at that moment that she was my waitress. I was like, no, there's like no reason to like even. So I just packed them up and like, I don't know, I gave them away. But like she just like battles like every single time she would like, this is coming out of my pocket. So
she's
like
not even the cook. It's a problem with the cook.
You end up with no tip. That's what happens.
Yeah. So it's funny that you say that because same waitress would serve me and my mom.
You know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah.
So me, and I think this is like when she first met Dave, and then she took us all to the Hearth. And then she ordered, or did David order? I think it was David. He ordered a salad and there was a bug in it. And she comes back and she's like, that's a lettuce bug. That's normal.
Right?
A lettuce? Like, there's no such thing as a lettuce bug. She's like, I understand that like produce can get like different insects on it, but like
why you wash
produce?
Oh,
drink. Everything's drinking. We're just drinking.
And swear.
Yeah.
I'm marking it.
So like wash your produce, right? Like that's like if you washed it, there would have been no insects.
Okay, for our listeners and watchers, like Dawn and Sonia have a lot of history because they've known each other since like forever. So these
feel
places
like left out.
I know. I'm like I would have been there if I wasn't living in a different city and like 5 at the time.
Okay, I can wait. I have another Christmas memory. Me and Jessica used to go to dinners.
We did. Remember? We did go to dinners.
We did.
We went to the one
we went to Mandarin, and then we also did.
Oh yeah, Mandarin. I did my hair when I had hair. I put my hair. We had like a Christmas contest with our group of future brides that we used to meet. That's how me and Dawn met.
And Jessica were the only ones that got married, by the way.
Of this group, and we planned a dinner to Mandarin, and we had like we all had to dress Christmassy, and the winner got a bottle of wine.
And stuff,
yeah. And so I went and I had Christmas leggings, like a Christmas sweater that lit up, and I had long hair at the time, so I did the bottle trick where you put a bottle in, and
the Christmas tree hair.
Yeah, and I put it like it was really really high, and then I wrapped like tinsel around it or something. And I went to the restaurant like that.
Oh, and the other restaurant that we went to was Milestones.
I went
to that
Milestones.
one too. We went as like our old group of friends that
you went. I remember you came once. It was before like you and me really met, and you were pregnant at the time, and you had the
that was Kelsey's.
Was that Kelsey's?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then I remember you came. You're like, I can only eat soup.
Because like I couldn't have any extra sugar or anything like that.
So you just were sad eating your soup.
Yeah,
I'm like nothing. Drinking. Like
they had nothing that was like low sugar, low carb, like nothing. Like it was like
anything low sugar was high salt. So
yeah, it was like nope, I can't have that.
No.
So there you go, Jessica. We did 2 dinners without Sonia. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I did know you for like a good few months before I like knew Sonia.
Yeah, because I introduced you.
Yeah,
I because of my wedding.
Pretty much.
I was like, meet my pregnant bestie cousin.
Bestie cousin, like we're fucking.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have known each other longer than like I've known my siblings. You know, I'm 11 years older than my one sibling, so. Technically, I feel like you guys have known each other longer, so
like siblings. We were raised like siblings too. Like it was, and like we fight like siblings. Even still, we like bicker at each other. Like we have little tiffs and like
fighting's like, normal.
Not too bad though. But
no, like siblings do. You know what I mean? Like it's not like, oh my god, I'm never fucking talking to that bitch ever again.
I was gonna say if it got too bad, you guys wouldn't be friends.
Stop stealing my clothes and makeup, bitch.
Swear.
I can't steal your stuff. You're too tall.
I have I have a childhood memory, I guess. Well, because like I moved a lot. Like I've been to like 8 different schools growing up. And I like moved out of my mom's place when I was like 14. But pre-14, I had my 2 younger brothers. They were closer in age. They were 4 and 5 years younger than me. And they're both boys. So I was like the oldest daughter. I had oldest daughter syndrome. But Christmas mornings were always funny because my mom had one rule. No matter like which house, no matter who she was with at the time, the one rule was Christmas morning, you cannot wake up before 7 a.m. But so me and my siblings, my brothers shared a room. I had my own room. It would be whoever wakes up first Christmas morning wakes up the rest. And then we'd just hang out in one of our rooms until 7 a.m. So it'd be like 6:55. We've been up since 5:30. Like
just waiting.
Just waiting. And then at like 6:55, we're like outside outside like my mom's bedroom door. And we're just like, Jordan, stop. She's going to get mad if she wakes up early. Like, stop it. And we're like whispering. And obviously she's awake. Because like
she heard you.
Yeah, she's probably heard us for a while, but like we're waiting, and then as soon as it's 7, we just like knock on the door. We're just like, hello, like it's Christmas, you know. And so we used to do that like every year. Like it was just like tradition that whichever one of us woke up first woke the other siblings, and then we just waited till 7 so we could be there right at 7. We did not want to sleep in on Christmas. So
my kids never wake up. So like I always have to wake them up. I'm like, oh my god, it's 9 a.m. every single year. Like it's Christmas. Like wake up, guys. I want to do Christmas every year. Like they're like, no, and they're so cranky. That's why I like Christmas now. We celebrate it completely different.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the questions, so I'm not going to.
You're not going to talk about it yet in case
I'm not going to talk
different topic.
Yeah, in case like it happens.
Yeah.
So,
why are you raising your hand?
I know because I was about to talk and then I realized I'm on mute. So my oldest, his birthday is in a few days, and so what would happen is, I wake him up the time he was born at, which was 4:31 in the morning.
Oh God!
So, I do it every year. I don't care. I'm like, you woke me up. I'm waking you up. So every year, I stream at 4:31 in the morning. And I wake his ass up. And I'm just like, happy birthday!
Oh, happy birthday.
Luckily, my kid was born at dinner time, so.
Lucky for them, yeah.
But I don't even remember. Like never. I don't. Noon. One of them was noon. That's it. Like I don't know how people hold on to those details.
I mean, I only have 2 kids.
How much did your kid weigh?
So.
I'm like, I don't. But those people, there's bitches with like 10 kids, and they like know the time, they know the day, like they know. Well, I know the day most of the time, but like, and then they know like the weight and like what their length was. Like, I don't know. Like,
I guess it's what's important. Like for me, I'm like, I remembered their birthday.
Yeah, I remember what day they were born. Like that's like good enough.
Yeah, that's. I mean, sometimes I like forget my daughters, like whether it's the 14th or 15th. So I check Instagram and I'm like, oh, I posted the picture that day. Okay, perfect. Like of her birth. So yeah,
I have to like if I'm giving like someone's birthday, I have to start at Kara because like she's first, and then I go through everybody's birthday until like so. Usually Constantine takes the longest. I'm like, oh, like because I have to work my way down.
Yeah,
Well,
normally. Well, for my kids, they were both born near a holiday, so like that's pretty easy to figure out. With Caleb, it's the year. I always like mix up, and sometimes the day. But like, right? I'll say Nicholas's date, like the day of Nicholas is on Caleb's month, and then I'll like, wait, that's not their birthday. Hold on. But yeah, no, it's pretty easy to remember them just because they're both born so close to a holiday.
I was so stressed when I was pregnant with my daughter because her due date was in May, and both my mom and my mother-in-law are both birthdays in May. And I was like, if I give birth on either one of their birthdays, I'm screwed for life. Like, this is not like I'm going to hear about it and I'm saying this. So my birthday is a day before my dad's birthday. So my entire life was always, it's my dad's birthday and we're doing something for both of our birthdays. You know, like that was my whole, we even threw like my dad a surprise 50th on my birthday because that was the Saturday of the weekend. Like, you know, stuff like that. So yeah. So
we do that
I did
for
not
my
want
birthday. My birthday is the 3rd. My grandma's is the 4th and my mom's is the 5th. So we would just do group birthdays, like 3 generations in 3 days. And then Lissa, my niece, she was also the 4th of like, so like we just do everyone's birthday. Like it was a fun little tradition.
I hated it, but I also went to my dad's every other weekend. So
actually, I share the same birthday with my father too. My birth father.
Like, I feel like it depends on how you do it. I feel like my dad's birthday always overshadowed mine versus like if maybe we were celebrated together. But it was we never got to do something I wanted to do, right? It was always like we went to this restaurant my dad wanted to go to. Or
we always did everything I wanted to do.
Yeah.
My grandma and mom made sure. It's like, Sonia wants to do this. Like, there was a day I wanted to like, when I was like 12, this toy came out called Moon Boots, and it was just like trampoline shoes.
Yeah.
Like, we went to the store, so like my grandma was like buying me a gift, and like it was always the best because grandma always bought the best gifts. Like there was often my mom couldn't like afford like birthday gifts for me. So like grandma was always like the gift giver. And so like I was like, yeah, and I got moon boots and it was so fun. And then they broke like 2 days later. It was depressing. Yeah. And then they just ended up in my closet.
Well, here's a Christmas memory that wasn't a favorite at the time, but I look back and laugh now because I'm no contact with my parents. The first Christmas, my mom actually moved to Hamilton, so I had moved in with my dad. I was like 14, so I go to my mom's for Christmas holidays, and what I got that year was a used PS2. Awesome. It was her now husband's, but they gave that to me. Brand new controllers with it. So I was like, cool, PS2, right? Like I get my own gaming system. And I didn't get any games. So I brought it back to my hometown and I was like, okay, well, my birthday's in 3 months. So I'll get games in 3 months. Like that was my thought process. Perfect, whatever. But then I get my dad's Christmas gifts. And my dad got me a cell phone to keep in contact with me and that kind of stuff. We didn't have a home phone and stuff. And I was just actually moving out of my dad's into my grandparents. So what they ended up, he gave me a new cell phone and it was pay as you go and I got no minutes. So here I was, Christmas, with a PS2 I can't play and a cell phone I can't use. And I was thanking them. I don't understand. So now it's funny to laugh at because now I don't talk to them. So
That's like a little depressing.
minutes.
Yeah.
You're giving me ideas to what to do for Nicholas. And then later on, I'll give him like the stuff to use stuff. But like,
well, he works. He can pay for his own minutes and stuff.
well, he just bought himself a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
I was like, Christmas and your birthday's coming. Like, what are you doing? What am I supposed to get you now?
Games?
No, he bought himself
just getting
Mario
gift cards.
Gift cards. Mario Kart?
clothes. Yeah, he got Mario Kart. I don't know what else I'm gonna get him. Honestly, I'm so confused.
You can get him a case, like a themed case
I
for
could,
his
yeah.
Switch. Like I don't know what he's into, but you can. There's some like unique ones you can get like online and stuff. Like
Okay.
last Christmas, maybe it was like 2 Christmases ago, Chris got me a Switch, but then he also got me like a cool case for it.
Okay. Yeah, no. I'm just trying to think of ideas to get him stuff too. Like he has a cell phone that he pays
Controllers for it.
Oh yes, the controller.
He got spare ones.
They suck. The handheld, it hurts your fingers. So like you get like actual larger controllers. I'm like, what is happening? It's Dumries. Like
for a second, I thought it was on my end.
I know.
Like,
no, it's Caleb.
Eventually.
He's banging something upstairs.
I don't even have upstairs. I'm like, what is happening?
It's that deer you saw at your window right before the live stream. He's on the roof.
It's snowing. I don't know if you can't see.
It was snowing here this morning too. Oh, whoa, that's bright. Oh no. Those are no. What I like being an adult now is that we can come up with like our own Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
Like that's one of my favorite parts is one of our traditions is Christmas Eve every year. We go for a walk around the neighborhood to see all the Christmas lights. Like, as soon as it gets dark on Christmas Eve, it's like we walk around, and I use it as an excuse to like tire the kids out. But we also all see the lights in the cold and stuff. Then we come back, have hot chocolate, and then the kids go to bed before the big man makes his arrival.
As I have everything.
Yeah, I know. That's why like I buy him gifts that like I would use just in case he doesn't want them.
Like backups.
But he always has to act like he likes it. So yeah. So hopefully he acts.
Yeah, go finish your sentence.
Oh, I was gonna say hopefully he acts like he likes my gift this year because I really had no idea. But then I saw a thing on clearance that I was like, oh, this is cool. And it was an impulse buy. So
that you can use.
Yeah.
I bought Kyle a gift one time, and it was our first. Now he buys his own gifts. When we first started dating, we would go for a lot of walks, and he would always steal my scarf. Like he's like, "Oh, I'm cold," and he would steal my scarf. So like for Christmas for him, I got him like this really expensive, nice adult scarf, like super soft, beautiful, and he's like, "I hate it." He's like, "Why buy me this?" I just had divorced him. It was ugly and not warm.
You didn't want an adult scarf. You wanted a scarf.
You just wanted my scarf. My like ugly. It was like a knitted. It was just like a knitted scarf. And so now he buys his own gifts, and I stay there for me, and I get him socks and underwear. Like that's it.
Chris does that too. He'll buy a gift for himself and then be like he bought himself a mic and he's like, "Thank you for the Christmas gift." And here I am being like, "I already bought you a gift, but sure, give me more credit. That's fine. That means that whatever you get me has to be as good."
As good, exactly.
I don't expect more. Better. I expect equality. Your gift needs to be as equal in awesomeness as my gift.
I buy my gifts too. I know what I'm getting.
I don't. I want you to know what I want. I've been talking about it for a year.
Right? I say that to Kyle. I'm like, I've talked about stuff I want. He's like, I just can't remember. I just like
write it down.
Right? I don't.
He admits that he doesn't pay attention to me.
Right?
So like, he's like, you say stuff like you think I'm listening, and I was like, that's because I think you're listening.
Well, now we have everything recorded in a podcast, so he has no excuse
Right.
now. He
Write
can
it down.
re-listen.
Kyle doesn't listen because he's not the good husband.
Chris was listening to our new episode that was just released. Your husband saying you're mean.
I know. I saw. I was like, suck it up.
I'm just letting our audience know, the ones that aren't on Twitch right now, that are watching us from other places. So, what Christmas traditions do you guys do?
So since our kids are all older and we don't have to do Santa every fucking year, I swore. It's so we do it on the winter solstice, so we can stay up late. But like the last 4 years, like since we told the kids and we're doing it different because like we want to relax Christmas, everyone's been sick. Like it's been like since we told Constantine, I guess we're cursed. So like since we told Constantine about it, and now everybody knows, it's been 4 years since that everybody's been sick every holiday. So our tradition is to get sick.
It's so sad when they're sick like around the holidays.
We haven't been sick like in 3 years, but before it was like different sickness. So like we've had like mental health sickness a lot. Like it's you guys were really sick last year for New Year's.
Yeah, we were. Now we're not sick for New Year's, but we don't have any plans.
Yeah, so it happens because everyone's sick.
So I'm sick like almost every year. Like last year we missed Easter because we had COVID. And then we actually we didn't make it to Thanksgiving either because Caleb had a cold. And
we just missed.
Yeah. And now Christmas is here and we're all sick, but like we're almost over it. So I'm hoping that everyone's done by Christmas because I want fresh turkey. Okay. I don't want leftover turkey.
I'm tired of leftovers.
Yeah. No, I want fresh. All right.
Fresh. Right. Like right wild to table.
Yeah. Like I
kill it in your yard.
Easter, and I miss Thanksgiving. If I miss Christmas,
if I miss one more turkey
or ham or roast, like just give me fresh meat, man.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think turkey is that good of a meat.
You got to make it right.
I don't even think. I mean, even like chicken's pretty like it's versatile. I'll give it that. But what makes chicken is what it is coming with, you know?
Yeah.
Like whether it's breaded or stuffed or whatever else, the side. Like I'm not just gonna like eat chicken, versus something hearty like beef or steak,
Yeah.
You gotta like roast it with
unless
butter.
It's Christmas or a holiday.
Yeah.
Other than that, we don't just order turkeys to eat.
You just order a whole crate of turkeys.
Yeah, for like a Tuesday. Like, no one's eating turkey on a Tuesday.
I would eat turkey on a Tuesday.
You would make a turkey dinner for a random Tuesday?
Last week we had like chicken and stuffing and like mashed potatoes.
But that's not a turkey. You're not cooking a 25-pound bird.
That's because there's only Tuesday. 6 of us.
I'm just saying, like, if I was going to a dinner and they were like roasting a pig, I might be like more interested than a turkey.
I've only been to one pig roast and it was amazing. It wasn't a holiday, but I'm going to pretend it was.
They do them in like the summer. Like, they're just like, I want to come to a pig roast. And you're like, yeah, why wouldn't I?
Yeah. Well, like, isn't that like a thing? Like, I'm going to a pig roast.
Yeah.
But like and then if you high five, it's an Eiffel Tower. Like that's.
I'm supposed to be the perverted one.
They're too close together. Like, why would you have two like sayings, terms? That's the word I'm looking for. Why would you have two terms? And the only difference is if you're touching someone's hand. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, I feel like it's because
it's spit roast. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not pig roast.
And that's because so a spit roast. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys some education here. Spit roast, the girl's on her back and she's like throat.
Is she on her back? I thought it didn't matter.
No. So she's like leg spread, throat like that. 2 guys. For Eiffel Tower, she's on her hands and knees, and then they're just so you know.
So there is a slight difference.
Yeah,
there's a slight difference.
There's a slight difference.
And yeah, I mean, I went to a pig roast once for like one of my dad's friends, and it was like a whole like thing, like they had like yard games that people were playing and stuff,
You
and
invite
then
the whole neighborhood.
but the thing was when they ordered the pig, you order it by weight, and I guess the farm didn't have that weight, so what they did was they upgraded. So when they picked up the pig, it was like double the weight for like the same price. And obviously we'd be like, yeah, like why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
So we didn't eat the pig until 1 a.m. So we were just eating all appetizers all day, and then like people would like leave, but like some of us were like staying and sitting around a fire, and then finally they were like, the pig is cooked. Because it's gonna be so roast, you know?
Yeah.
What normally would have taken 10 hours ended up taking 17. So it was what it was.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I went to an actual pig roast with the food once, and it was amazing.
Thank you. Now we have to clarify. Sorry, now we have to clarify what pig roast we're going to.
Every single time.
They're actually with the food, actually. By the way, they're actually.
I know, but I keep calling it a pig roast. I know it's called a spit roast, but I keep calling it pig roast.
Okay.
So like, I'm
letting you know.
I'm just clarifying.
I'm sure pig roast is also a sex term.
Everything. I'm going to the grocery store. It's a sex thing, I'm sure. And then like it was just like a friend that like lived 2 blocks away, and like they would just invite people, and I got to go, and it was amazing because I love pork. And I was like, oh
yeah, you do.
I do.
See, it's everything. Everything is a sex thing.
And I've always wanted one as like a grown-up, but I don't like people. Like, not that I don't like people, I just don't like hanging out like physically with people. Like that's just a lot of work, and I feel like I just want to be invited to one, to show up and eat food and leave.
Oh, maybe next summer we can do one in my backyard.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I can just show up.
Yeah, you just show up.
Just show up, eat, and leave.
Yeah, you can bring the kids. Don can come. No strangers allowed.
No stranger, because
no strangers. Lyric's gonna have enough time with just people, let alone strangers. I would need one of those things that actually
a stick.
The rotisserie that rotisserize the pig.
I think you could get it from the pig company. There's like a company that helps with that, isn't there? Like there's like a pig roasting company that like sets it up for you.
If there's not, there's a need that needs to be met, guys. So anyone with an entrepreneurial spirit can fill that need. Okay, I'm trying to think of other Christmas memories. What was your favorite like Christmas gift? Did you like have like when you were a kid?
Yeah,
like,
so I've gotten a few. So one of them was there was like a ski trip in January. So both my brothers and my mom saved up money so I could go. So it was like my Christmas gift was. So I just clarifying, we grew up very poor. So like I never got to do class trips or anything like that. Yeah. So it was like it was the perfect timing. It was right after Christmas that you gave the money, and then you go skiing like the next week. So I got the money for Christmas, and then I got to go on my grade 8 ski trip. It was cool. That was my favorite gift ever.
Nice. My favorite gift is actually right there. Wait, hold on, let me grab it. I've had this since I was 10 years old, the like year they came out.
Way back when.
Yeah, his white isn't quite white anymore, and his battery's dead. So he's just like...
He has dead eyes. Like, they're not very nice.
I don't actually know if he still works, but I've had this since made in China, 1999.
He's seen some shit. He has stories to tell.
So since I was 8 years old, I got this for Christmas one year because I really wanted them. I was really big into like robotic things that like tell me they like me. So start of praise kink.
That's very young.
You know, like the what was it? The iPod dog thing, like the dancing dogs.
Oh yeah,
like those things. I have one of those around here somewhere that I got around the same time. Like these were like my favorite things. They could talk to me. I could like feed them and make them like me. This is where I get all my social cues from. This is how I learned.
That's where your autism learned.
Yeah. I was like, oh, when they wiggle their ears, it means they like you.
So you're looking at in people?
Like, just waiting.
Yeah. Here's Wiggle.
Why? Like, that's the thing. Humans don't emote as much as I'd like them. So I over emote. I'm trying to help. Hopefully, they mimic me.
So you hope they mask?
Yeah. That's the problem with the world nowadays. Neurotypicals need to mask more.
That's right. If we've had to like do it our whole lives, maybe they should start.
Yeah, I feel like the world would be a better place. Yeah.
That's right. If everybody picked the ism of autism, I think it'd be a better place.
My favorite toy when I grew up that I got for Christmas was Polly Pocket Mansion.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. So I seen it in one of the catalogs. I think it was a Sears catalog or the Commerce. Do you remember the old store called Commerce?
No.
Anyway, we got like this thick ass magazine, and I was going through it, and I've seen the Polly Pocket Mansion, and I was like, I have to have that. So like I cry every night at my bed, and I was like, Mom, I need it. I need it. You don't understand. I need this. And she's like, No, you don't. No. And I was like, Yes, I do. And so I really thought I wasn't getting this thing. And so that Christmas I got Free Willy the movie.
Oh, good movie.
Yeah. And I got a bunch of stuff, and then I didn't get it. And I was like crying in the corner. And she's like, You missed a gift. And I was like, No, I did. She's like, Look in the back corner. And like, so I crawl under the tree. And I found the gift, opened it, and it was the mansion. And I was like, Yeah. Went to school the next day, and I was like, Guess what I have, bitches? Guess what I have? And they're all like, Whatever.
Well, yeah, they're like, we got something money households get.
Yeah, whatever the people
we
with
got
money
that
get.
fake makeup that was $1.50. That's what we got.
I just stole my mom's. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Isn't that a rite of passage? You just steal your mom's makeup?
Yeah.
My mom didn't really wear makeup. Yeah. But she had like this lipstick that always smelled absolutely horrendous. Like it was.
I feel like a lot of makeup in the back then just stunk.
Smelled horrendous. So like whenever Dawn Marie got a new toy, I got a new toy. Because like I would go to Dawn Marie's house and play with them. So I didn't need toys because Dawn Marie.
You had friends.
Yeah. I had this one friend who like always wanted me to come over after Christmas because like I guess I made her feel better about her life. And then it was just like come over so you could see my toys. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, I don't really want to. Like, I don't really care what you got. I'm going to Dawn Marie's house.
Yeah.
I'm going to Dawn Marie's. We're like Dawn Marie's mom would always also get like me stuff too. Like it was like always
your
like
sister.
like a little stocking. She always made sure we had something, right? Like
that's so nice.
Yeah,
well, like Natalie
and the nanny too.
Yeah. So they would come over to my house every morning before school too. And my mom was like brushing Natalie's hair. She was like getting cookies for Sonia in like her lunch bag. Like my mom was their second mom.
Yeah, it's nice. It takes a village. You know what I mean? Like so it was great. So every time there was Christmas, I didn't need Christmas. I went to Dawn Marie's house, and then like I would have 2 dinners. Like I'd have Christmas dinner at my house and I would have Christmas dinner at Dawn Marie's. And it was always like, I had to time it. I was like, okay, well, like we ate dinner earlier.
No, my mom would wait for you anyway.
I know.
Like-
and then Dawn Marie would have dinner later. So like I would have dinner at my house and then dinner at Dawn Marie's house.
That's so nice. My parents divorced when I was like 1. So for every Christmas for me was the basically one parent, it swapped every year. One parent had me from school vacation until Christmas Day, and then at noon on Christmas Day I went to the other parent who had me until New Year's Day. So, and that flipped every year. So every other Christmas I'd be at one parent and then I'd switch at noon to the next parent, which was cool in like a sense. Like I got the 2 Christmases with like 2 times opening presents, but it was always the noon opening presents. I was like, they couldn't expect my brothers to like wait for me or something.
Yeah, so you're just doing it by yourself.
Yeah. Like that was just, it's like, oh, awesome, and when I was at my dad's, like I was like the only kid for a little bit, and so it was Christmas on like my own there with like no kids, which is also kind of boring. But yeah, that was Christmas in poor families, ladies and gentlemen. now I spoil my kids for Christmas because I'm like, I want them to have what like I didn't, which includes everything.
But like my kids don't like Christmas. Like that's not their thing. Like they're just like whatever. They're like, okay. Yeah, and like they want for nothing. So like buying them stuff is like a waste of money, and like it's just they're annoying.
I go on Steam. So my son plays a lot of PC games like I do, and he has his own Steam account and stuff. And so I go on Steam throughout the year, and I buy games that are on sale because a lot of AAA games will go like 90% off every once in a while, and I will buy them and then schedule them for delivery Christmas Day. So come Christmas Day, he has like so many games he just gets, and I sorry, lyrics making noise. And I just like he just gets like so many games that it looks like I spent hundreds or $1,000 on video games, but in reality I got like that game for like $4.
Yeah, so like he thinks the value is like a lot more.
He's like, oh man, I've been wanting this, but it was like $70. I was like, well, it's 90% off when I buy it. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people struggling this time of year, a lot of pressure to like get gifts for their kids, but then everyone can't eat then, right? So,
yeah. I mean, that's always what it is, right? It's like food or magic.
Food or magic. That's
because like the
magic would feed me.
Well, that's right. Thing. The moment you can't do Christmas, the magic's gone.
Yeah, so. And there's like so much society pressure to do Christmas, like it's so disgusting.
Yeah.
But really, what are you gonna do?
We don't even have decorations on our Christmas tree this year because my autistic daughter will just take them off and break them. So
yeah, I don't even have my tree up because we have a bunny and he took over the corner that we normally put our tree in. So you have a bunny, okay? Like
that's it. You don't need a tree.
But we have like a garland on like our archway, and I have like my table with like the Christmas theme, and like I have a Santa thing around. So you know what? It's not that my house isn't decorated. We just don't have the tree.
Perfect. Okay, and on to our commercial break, and then we will be there.